Welcome to the news on the hour on Providence Television International. I am Ugbebo Ikekwa. Controversies surrounding the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan took a fresh twist on Tuesday as the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and several senior advocates of Nigeria condemned the Senate's decision to bar Senator Natasha from resuming when the upper chamber reconvenes on September 23, 2025. In a letter dated September 4th, 2025, the acting clerk to the National Assembly, Dr. Yahya Dan Zaria, formally notified Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan that her 6-month suspension imposed on March 6, 2025 remains in force until the Court of Appeal delivers judgment in her suit against the Senate. Reacting to the recent development, the Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project, Serap, has challenged the Nigerian Senate's decision to prevent Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan from resuming her duties after her 6-month suspension, emphasizing that it is against the rule of law. The organization further stated that no law in Nigeria stops Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan from performing her legislative duties while her court case is still ongoing. Pope Leo XIV has reaffirmed the Catholic Church's commitment to walk the path of peace with other religions. The pontiff disclosed this in a message on Tuesday to the Conference on Inter-Religious Dialogue and Harmony, which took place in Dhaka, Bangladesh. The Pope expressed his support for inter-religious dialogue, emphasizing that the human community is truly one in origin and in destiny under God. Civil society organizations, the Women's Rights Advancement and Protection Alternative, the WRAPA, and the African Center for Leadership, Strategy and Development have called for urgent reforms to strengthen Nigeria's democracy ahead of the 2027 general elections. The Director of Programs at the WRAPA, Yemisi Nathaniel, and the Director of Strategy Center, LSD, Itau Tabo, stated this at the National Press Conference in Abuja on Tuesday. The groups warned that Nigeria's democratic progress faces major threats which include poverty and lack of trust in the electoral process. The organizations also noted that journalists, activists, and civil society groups were increasingly facing restrictions on electoral reportage under hostile regulations. The Gombe State Police Command has arrested a 53-year-old woman, Rakia Ahmed, for alleged drug peddling. Confirming the arrest on Tuesday, the police public relations officer, DSP Buhari Abdullahi, disclosed that the woman was found with 8 blocks of dried leaves suspected to be Indian hemp. The suspect is in custody alongside the exhibits recovered and will be transferred to the appropriate unit for prosecution. Media operator and veteran broadcaster Dr. Emmanuel Egariva, on behalf of Providence Television International, has congratulated a seasoned television personality, CNN Allwell Brown, on the occasion of her 72nd birthday celebration on the 9th of September 2025. Sienna Allwell Brown was one of the veteran newscasters who changed the face of broadcasting in the 80s while working with the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA, and is still stunning in looks, energetic, and intellectually sharp. The management and staff of Providence Television International wish her the best in her endeavors and many more prosperous years ahead. The road to the 2026 FIFA World Cup is taking shape, with 18 countries already booking their spots at the global event. The tournament, which will be jointly hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, will, for the first time in history, have a 48-team format. The hosts automatically secured their qualification, while other slots are being filled through regional qualifying campaigns across the globe. Countries that have qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup as at the 9th of September 2025 include hosts United States, Canada, and Mexico. Other countries are Japan, New Zealand, Iran, Argentina, Uzbekistan, Jordan, South Korea, Australia, Ecuador, Brazil, Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, Morocco, and Tunisia. Galatasaray team Dr. Yena Slim on Tuesday confirmed that Nigeria striker Victor Osimhen suffered an ankle sprain while on international duty for Nigeria on Saturday during the 1-0 win over Rwanda in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Osimhen was substituted midway through the first half of the game after a challenge from Claude Neo Mugabu. Initial examinations and reports by the Super Eagles doctors stated that Osimhen had only suffered a bruise on his shin. Gaza City residents were on Tuesday ordered to immediately evacuate as the Israeli government warned of an assault to wipe out the area and Hamas. Over 1 million people were living in Gaza before the outset of Israeli attacks in October 2023, which has destroyed homes and infrastructure. The residents were instructed to move to a designated humanitarian zone in the already crowded Al-Mawasi area along the coast in the south, where thousands of Palestinians have been sheltering in tents amid continued bombing. And now to the exchange rates. One United States dollar presently stands at 1,514 naira. 1 euro, 1,775 naira, 1 British pound, 2,052 naira, and the equivalent of 1 Canadian dollar to a naira is 1,093, while 1 Australian dollar, its equivalent in naira, is 1,003. And the weather forecast for Thursday, 11th September 2025. In Abuja, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a temperature of 28 degrees Celsius. In Lagos, there will be light rain, and also in Port Harcourt, there will be light rain with temperatures of 29 degrees Celsius. Lagos, 30 degrees Celsius. Port Harcourt. In Benin, Kaduna, and Enugu, there will be heavy thunderstorms with temperatures of 30 degrees Celsius in Benin, Kaduna 30 degrees Celsius, and Enugu 29 degrees Celsius. While in Sokoto, it will be partly cloudy with a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. And in Washington, it will be sunny with a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. In London, Rome, and Paris, there will be light rain with temperatures of 17 degrees Celsius in London, 27 degrees Celsius in Rome, and 19 degrees Celsius in Paris. And in Johannesburg, it would also be sunny with a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius, while in London, there will be light rain with a temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. And that's the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.